G'day everyone, I'm the Red Scar and this is Red Scar Gaming here. Today is another draft for Wilds of Eldraine. I actually can't remember what I'm up to now. It must be 5, because it's a very large number. So yeah, and I've had a bit of success with it in the past. I've mostly seen it play out some pretty fast decks, at least early game sort of stuff. I haven't played Huntsman's Redemption. I'm a sacrifice creature if you do search my level for a creature basically. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I haven't had any success with Huntsman's Redemption before, but I don't think I've played it either. So, Gingerbread's always a fun card. It can attack very quickly and in any deck. Hamlet Glutton I've had a fair bit of success with. I know it's not going to win me the game straight away, but Beanstalk Worm is another card that I've had some success with. Also, his ability to get land out pretty quickly is good. Hollow Scavenger is another card that I've had some success with. Looks like I'm almost going mono green at the moment. Another Beanstalk Worm I'll grab. I've got to be a little bit careful though that I don't go too high on the mana curve, because I know that I know that this game can be over pretty quickly. Stroke of Midnight is usually pretty good. Though, yeah, look, some people say otherwise, but I think Stroke of Midnight's not too bad, because yes, your opponent does get a chump blocker, or a way to attack the next turn or something like that, but I've seen worse cards. 3 Bowls of Porridge, remember what that does. 2 damage to target creature, tap target creature. Actually, I might even just try 3 Bowls of Porridge. And I do mean the actual card, not just for breakfast. Return Triumphant, I've seen some success with. Though you sort of got to be a little careful that you have the right mana curve, because otherwise that can be a pretty bad card. We'll see how we go with it for the meantime, though. Toadstool Admirer, I know some people don't like, but I don't mind it. You got something to spend your mana on later on in the game. Though, yeah, I can gladly take it out, of course. An enchantment enters the battlefield. I don't think I'm going much by way of enchantment at the moment. What I might grab there is actually Sugar Rush. Mainly for the draw card, actually. But if it accidentally gets me that extra bit of damage in, I won't mind. Not Dead After All, I've had some success with as well, actually, because, yeah, it's basically make sure you get your creatures back. Rowan's Grim Surge, I don't think either of those have had much success with. Rowan's Grim Surge is alright if you can bargain with it, but I'm not a fan of bargaining in draft, mainly, because you got, you don't have many options to bargain. At least from what I've seen. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. And Eret's Whisper is potentially a very good card, but you just do have to make sure you're spending 4 mana on it properly. Carefully is what I mean. Taken by Nightmares, good removal. I'm wondering if there's anything else in there that I should maybe go with. Yeah, Taken by Nightmares, look, it's probably good enough. We'll see what happens. See, it looks like I'm going basically Abzan. He's even Control, maybe. Beanstalk Worm. I can probably, with 3 Beanstalk Worm, I can probably get away with going a bit higher on the curve with the likes of Ferocious Werefox. My mana curve's pretty balanced along the whole front. Stroke of Midnight, once again, destroy target creature. Yeah, it's basically an Abzan. I'll just have a quick look at that. Yeah, it's Abzan a little bit high on the curve as far as creature-wise, so I should probably try and put a few... look, I'm not a fan of Unassuming Sage, but maybe Griffin Airy might even get me some creatures on the smaller curve. Besotted Knight I've had some success with. Yeah, I've got to be a bit careful though, because I know that I've certainly some opponents have basically won turn 4, so I've got to be a bit careful that I'm not leaving too much of a gap there. I'm wondering, should I even go Troublemaker Oof? Mainly just because he's 2 mana curve. There's a 3 there as well. Yeah, let's go Protective Parent. We'll see what else. Yeah, I'd sort of want something a bit lower on the curve creature-wise. I'm wondering if Crystal Grotto maybe just to make sure I get the right cards I need. And hey, why not 2 of them? Because you got an option of Protective Parents is maybe the reason. Yeah, I create a young hero role attached up to Protective Parents. You got to make sure that you have that other creature, even if it's not necessarily optimum. So look, I'll just for the moment at least go with the 1 Protective Parent. If I happen to get the opportunity to use it better, I'll grab a second one. But yeah, I'm not gonna. Look, Protective Prism, I'll grab temporarily, but yeah, it's not a excellent card. Rhyme for Reindeer. I was about to say Render. Rhyme for Reindeer is certainly the good card if you got enchantment, lots of enchantment cards, but I don't think I've got enough. Soon, anyway. Verdant Outrider. Probably not ideal as far as 3 mana curve, but it's big enough, I think, that it could be scary in the right situation. And once again, I'm not going to have much by way of enchantments, but I might just have to go with 2/3 Vigilance, which is not a bad move. Aquatic Alchemist in the sideboard, and Freeze in Place in the sideboard. So, what else am I going to... Karmic Justice. Remember that does whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls destroys a non-creature permanent you control. I don't think, and I'll finish that sentence, I don't think that I'll get the opportunity to use that very much, actually. Because, yeah, all of my artifacts or enchantments are creatures anyway, so I might just have to go with... I've got Spectre of Mortality, which is basically a board wipe. So 1 or more creature cards from your graveyard. Yeah... I have played Spectre of Mortality before, but it just didn't quite work out for me, so I might go... Let's try Agatha's Champion, maybe. No, Scream Puff probably the way to go. I know he's a bit higher the mana curve than I'm looking at the moment, but we'll see what happens. Fairy Dream Thief. I've had some success with in the past. I think it's probably pretty much exactly what I need right now, just because it's low on the curve, but I can still spend some mana on it later in the game anyway, which I'm sort of hoping to be in the midst of. Ooh. Sweet Tooth Witch, maybe? Partly because I've got those, Screen Puff, that it'll work well with. 3 mana curve, probably not quite as low as I'm looking for at the moment, but yeah, I've got no creatures on 2 mana curve. Probably not the worst thing though. Look, I'll go Evolving Wilds, because once again, I want to make sure I've got the colours I need. Finish that sentence eventually. Oh yeah, look, there's nothing jumping out at me there. I've tried to Unveil Guide, but it hasn't done a lot of success with me. Same with Snare Master Sprite. Yeah, though it's not terrible. Though it's not Abzan either. So let's go plunge into Winter, probably. I might drop it because I do have a few things to drop. So Evolving Wilds will stick in as well. Once again, just to make sure I get what I need. Monstrosity. Yeah, Monstrosity I might just get simply because it's 2 CMC. And Ashiok's Reaper. Look, it's good, but sort of needs to go into an enchantment heavy deck, because otherwise it's a 3/3 for 4 and doesn't really do much. Rat out. I haven't had success with it, but maybe it's just I need the opportunity. Bestial Bloodline. Yeah, look, I'll try that for the moment anyway, and I can always take it out after I do this whole draft thing. Protective Parents. Yeah, that card I was talking about before. I might go with that, because it looks like I'm not going to go low on the mana curve here. So maybe I should just sort of focus on 3 rather than 2. Yeah, another Scream Puff, perhaps. Though what am I dropping at this stage? Because I definitely have to drop some things. Maybe I can even drop... yeah, I'll temporary drop at least... yeah, Griffin Area, I don't think I'm going to gain much life out of this. Yeah, still got cards I've got to drop though, so... see how we go. Toadstool Admirer, I'm still a fan of. I do have to keep half an eye on Reach though. How much mana curve have I got? A 4? Not much at all. 3 bowls of Porridge I can probably drop. So I'll go Sky Beast Tracker. Let's see how we go with him. And yeah, Toadstool Admirer at least temporarily. I can always drop one. I think I'm gonna have to drop more than one, but oh, look, Ground Seal I'm sure would work in the right circumstance, but I don't think I'm going to get the right circumstance. And Witch's Mark's definitely not going to work. So I got to drop what it'll be, 5 or 6 or something. Probably more than that. I haven't counted properly yet. I failed kindergarten. Okay, so I got to drop 6. Off the top of my head, let's just have another quick look at that. I can probably drop at least one of my 5 mana cost somethings. Probably a Beanstalk Worm, actually. Hamlet Glutton, I think I want to keep, simply because it's a big creature with trample. So if I verse an opponent going wide, Reach is an aspect that I want to keep in, so maybe I can drop the Tracker, simply because he's sort of the Reach aspect I was talking about before, and Beanstalk Worm I can use pretty much regardless of what creatures I've got otherwise. So yeah, I might as well go him. Ferocious Werefox I've had a lot of success with, regardless of what situation I'm in anyway, and the Trample's going to help. Taken by Nightmares will, yeah, definitely be exile that problem. Okay, I know I said I wanted Verdant outright earlier, but I think I got enough 3 mana cost stuff, he said with his fingers crossed, that I'm going to have enough stuff out. Not a fan of Savior of the Sleeping though. Yeah, how many enchantments do I have? Not many. Yeah, I don't have many enchantments, so yeah, 3 vigilance isn't terrible though. Look, I think I'll drop him. Still got 3 things to drop because I'm a bit high on the curve. I'm thinking I should even pick up an extra land. Partly because with Beanstalk Worm I can play lands a little quicker with 3 of him. Yeah, I think I can drop Sugar Rush. Yeah, I think I can drop Sugar Rush because, yeah, look, it's going to make one of my creatures hit hard, but I sort of want to make sure I get the creatures that can hit hard anyway. So, I'll keep it Fairy Dream Thief, Toadstool Admirer, Ginger Brute, Plunge into Water I don't think is going to do as well. Return Triumphant. Yeah, look, I'm sure someone's going to kick me for doing it, but I think I'll get rid of it. Because I don't actually have that much by way of three cost cards that I want to be playing anyway. Stroke of Midnight will... Yeah, and because it can get rid of any non-land thing, I'll definitely be keeping that one. I think, though, that I want to drop one more something, put a, off the top of my head, probably a Swamp in the board, in the deck, just to... Oh, do I even want to drop Gingerbread in? Out, you know what I mean. Minstrosity? Nah, Minstrosity, I might actually keep him in simply because he's a 3-1. I know he's not made to block, but he can potentially take out something that's 3 or 4 mana cost anyway. For 2 mana, and I get a food out of it, so I might just keep him in. Bestial Bloodline. As much as I like that card, I might drop that instead. So I'll pick up a Swamp, because apparently that's yeah. I think that's probably what I want to do. Partly because I've got the 2 mana for taking with Nightmares, and apart from green, it's more swamps on the bottom of the curve anyway. So look, let's go with that. Let's call it Abzan. What are we doing? Yeah, what are we doing? Abzan. I suppose late game. I know that's not terribly creative, but hey, I'm a YouTuber, not an author. And even when I wasn't very good at it. Okay, well, thank you very much, and we'll see game 1 shortly.